Alright dudes, welcome back with me with another YouTube video. Okay, so today I'll talking about Frankie in One Piece. So, make sure to stay tuned for that. If you do enjoy seeing this anime reviews and want to keep them coming, the best thing you can do is smash that like button, and if you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell or you will miss future anime videos. 36 years ago, Cutty Flamid born. He was originally from South Blue, but was abandoned by his family as a 4-year-old child, eventually making his way to Water 7. 26 years ago, Cutty Flam is still 10 years old. There he became a member of Tom's workers. Since the beginning of the meeting, Cutty Flam has amazed Tom, where he can make a cannon from a collection of trash. And it was done by a child who was 10 years old. Goggles, beach shirts and underwear have been the trademark of the Cutty Flam from the start. When asked by Tom, Cutty Flam said that he was dumped by his parents because he was a bad boy. Both of his parents are pirates. A few months later, the Roger Pirates arrived at Water 7. That's where Cutty Flam met the entire Roger Pirates crew. Odin seems interested in Cutty Flam. I guess other than because Cutty Flam is an orphan, maybe at that time Odin saw Cutty Flam's talent in making weapons. Odin invited Cutty Flam to become the Roger Pirates crew, but Cutty Flam refused because he had just been abandoned by pirates. 10 years ago, CP5, led by Spandam, frames Tom, who is carted away to Eni's lobby. Cutty Flam is presumed dead after attempting to stop the sea train that was carrying Tom. However, he was ultimately able to survive by fixing himself with parts from an abandoned ship, becoming himself the 36th Battle Frankie. That's where the BF-36 tattoo comes from. 6 years ago, Cutty Flam shows up alive at Water 7. He receives Pluton's blueprints from Iceberg. Cutty Flam assumes the name Frankie. 2 years ago, Straw Hat's pirates arrived at Water 7. They intend to fix the merry-go. That's where Luffy's meeting with Frankie started. Frankie and his followers were originally enemies of the Straw Hats at the beginning of the Water 7 arc, until circumstances forced them to become allies at the end of the same arc and the Eni's Lobby arc. March 25, after Eni's Lobby arc, the Thousand Sunny is manufactured. The Frankie family wanted Frankie to join the Straw Hat crew, when he was rejecting the idea, because they wanted to see him pursue and fulfill his dream. What dream? But of course, building the Thousand Sunny and navigating the seas with it, and then Frankie joins the Straw Hats. Due to the bionic modifications done to his body, Frankie has incredible superhuman strength. Even before he became a cyborg, Frankie is strong enough to brutalize Spandam's face with a rifle, disfiguring him with a single hit. Frankie has extreme superhuman durability due to his cybernetic enhancements, allowing him to shrug off firearms, artillery, and even a land mine planted by Spandam without any strain. Despite his wild and reckless nature, Frankie is very tactical, willing to use deception and trickery to gain an advantage in battle. He has shown a great understanding of psychological warfare. In Eni's lobby, he cleverly deceived Spandam and numerous other marines into leaving by appearing to self-destruct with his coup de bout, effectively exploiting their cowardice and fear of death, when in reality, he intends to break free from his chains using coup de bout, which he succeeds as Spandam and the marines were busy escaping. While on Karakuti Island, Frankie spent the time skip studying Vegapunk's blueprints, in order to reconfigure his body and add new functions to it. He can even change his hairstyle now, by pushing his nose for some seconds. Some stitches that have appeared on his body indicate that he probably sew his skin back on. In general, it seems his whole body underneath is robotic, with many different tools and weapons available. However, it seems that he has tried a lot to make the body's appearance seem somewhat human. The skin, the hair on his robotic arms and eyes that resemble real ones hover above his robotic lenses. His tattoo has also changed, now being BF-37, introducing himself as the new Battle Frankie 37. Frankie is a highly talented shipwright. On top of that, he seems to be competent at surgery, as he essentially saved himself by operating on his body, while on the verge of death. His abilities don't stop at shipbuilding and engineering. He's a really strong member of the Straw Hats, with exceptional physical strength. Now, with his newly modified robotic body and the weapons he can wield, his abilities have certainly skyrocketed. He now has more cola available in his body, which lets him last longer in fights. During the time skip, he even went on to build the Battle Frankie 38, the Frankie Shogun. It is an enormous robot he can operate, a one-man weapon vehicle in essence. Even if he is not a cyborg, Frankie is basically a strong person. Frankie can defeat Blueno's Tekai champion and lift Blueno easily. Frankie is very skilled in shipbuilding, war. He has created 35 warships that can defeat sea monsters. He has also transformed himself into a cyborg and became his 36th artificial battleship on his body as a BF-36 tattoo. Frankie is also good at playing guitar and dancing. Apart from that, the Frankie family is also well organized, even though the members are weak. Frankie can gather a lot of members, 3 of them human gigantism, and also has 2 king bulls. Cyborg Frankie's stomach is a refrigerator that functions to store cola as power to launch the coup event. Frankie's energy comes from the cola that is put in his stomach. There are 3 colas that are stored. If all the cola was gone, then Frankie couldn't pull out his moves. The coup event stance uses, more precisely drinks, a lot of cola. Frankie can adjust the pressure of the coup event so it only takes a little cola. When it comes to combat, Frankie relies on his cyborg body. His body does not survive being shot by a bullet and his hands can serve as a shield for defense. Frankie's frequently used attack is strong right, hurling his right arm to punch, and fresh fire, firing flames from his mouth. Frankie's legs can also split and move forward so that it looks like it has 4 legs. Frankie named it Frankie Centaur. Frankie's weakness is his back. This part is just like normal human skin because it is not made of metal plates. This is because Frankie cannot reach his own back when making his cyborg. Frankie's strongest move is coup event. The coup event will fire a giant wind wave that can destroy a single dock and heavy equipment in Water 7. The coup event comes from the pressure of the air inside his hand so that his hand swells. And here are some of Frankie's moves that we already know. Strong right, Frankie shoots his right hand which has a chain. Strong hitter, like strong right, but Frankie's palm opens and slaps the enemy. Weapons left, Frankie's left palm opens and becomes like a target, then starts firing cannonballs. Fresh fire, Frankie spits fire from his mouth. Coup de vent, giant wind cannon from Frankie's hand. Coup de poo, a giant wind cannon from Frankie's butt. Coup de burst, a giant wind cannon to fly the 1000 sunny for 1 kilometer. Strong hammer, Frankie removes his skin and punches him with his iron skin. Star shield, Frankie's large arms serve as a shield. Beans left, Frankie's left hand rotates and fires several small bullets. Master nail, Frankie shoots nails from his mouth. Ouch finger, Frankie's index finger is open and can come out bullets like a gun. Frankie invincible, it is Frankie's ridiculous move. Frankie lay on his back to protect his weakness back. Frankie centaur, Frankie's legs split open and come forward, making it an inverted centaur. Frankie destroyer who, Frankie destroyer cannon, Frankie's shoulders stick out and the 2 shoulder holes release small cannon bullets. Frankie rocket launcher, like the destroyer who, this time he takes out several rocket bullets from his shoulder. Frankie butterfly, Frankie swims up the waterfall intending to get out of the giant hole in Eni's lobby. Ultimate hammer, strong hammer with a stronger attack. Frankie triangle jacker, his beard backfires that cuts everything, it can grow back. Frankie radical beam, ejects like a laser weapon issued by Bartholomew Kuma. Though he has not yet displayed the ability to use Haki.